the adjustment been, adapting to a new team and getting out there and asserting yourself on the court on, a relatively short, time to get familiar with everything?
It's been a lot of fun, man. I love being around basketball. So when I got the call, I was super excited. I love being around these guys. I love our commitment to the game. And our relationships off the court, they're starting to really come into fruition. So it's been a great time just being in Mississauga, representing the 905. I've really enjoyed it.
You played around a couple of franchises in the league. Like, how's it been just being welcomed to the Raptors organization? Like, how do you feel about it compared to?
It's great. It's a top organization in this league. Coming off that championship in 19. They were able to do a lot of things with their versatility. But that team reminded me a lot of my Duke team. Just, a lot of just high IQ guys, a lot of guys that can shoot, be versatile, play defense. So, they're still trying to get back to that level, and I think they're very capable. They just come into their own. But from top to bottom, it's a top-notch organization from what, Masai's been doing with them. So I have a lot of respect, for the Raptors, from the top, GMs, front office, coaching staff, being with Darko in Memphis has made this a lot easier as well with some of the strategies and game planning that he does. I'm very familiar with it from Memphis. So, it's a lot of instinct from the Raptors down to 905. So it's been a pretty smooth adjustment for me.
Just to build off of this question too, this is not the end goal for you. This is a stepping stone, the Showcase Cup has been difficult for you guys, and I'm just wondering, what have you taken from Heat culture that you've learned?
If I can ask a question, in what way? I'm not from have the 905 not done well in the Showcase? You said it's been difficult.
Yeah, just record-wise.
Our season now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just been a lot of guys in and out the lineups. Guys sick. Myself, I've been sick and haven't been able to practice. Guys just in and out. So I think as of late, we've had 12, 13 guys, but for the most part of the season, it's been 7, 8, 9 guys available. So it's just getting to know your teammates. These guys have only played with me 2 games. I've only played with them 2 games. So we're still building, but I've learned a lot. We can talk about the Heat culture for days. I have a lot of respect and admiration for what they continue to do on a year in, year out basis over there in Miami. A lot of respect for Rouse and Spo. Couple of those guys I played with. So it's a lot of respect, admiration, and I've learned a lot from them that I've been able to carry with me on and off the court. So I'm very grateful for that experience.
As somebody who's also lived in Manhattan, Kansas, and in Toronto, how have you found the adjustment to Toronto and to Canada in general?
I mean, it's been a good adjustment. I mean, it reminds me of Little New York. So it's been fun. Toronto's been cool, so it's been really good.
All right. As far as now that you've had a little bit of time with the 905 on your belt, how has the adjustment period gone? The players getting used to playing with you, especially with you make a lot of second level reads, which you play a lot of passes that the defense doesn't expect, but of course that takes an adjustment from offensive players too. How smooth is that process going?
It's adjustment that's still being made. I mean, I like to think I have a high IQ, so I just try to, communicate that with my teammates, and they've been doing good. I mean, we got contributions from everybody today. I had 15 assists, but that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for them. So they've been doing pretty good with finishing whenever I dish it off.
First of all, happy birthday.
Appreciate it.
So what's changed for you in terms of your coaching direction in the last year of your life?
Good question. I think I probably came into it with a big focus on the basketball side of it and the X's and O's, and every day and every week you realize it's more about the relationships and building. So I'd say that's been the thing I realized, as a head coach for a year now, that's probably the most important.
But we play very well until the third quarter, and then it come back on the fourth quarter. We were winning by 7, and then we put the hands down.
Yeah, they shot it really well in that stretch for sure, and when they didn't make it, they were able to get every offensive rebound, which is frustrating. You're playing a team with just seven guys on the other team, and they were able to get everybody on their team had multiple offensive rebounds. It wasn't just one guy. They were crashing with force, and we didn't meet the challenge.
I feel like in the first 3 quarters, the offensive flow was improved over earlier in the season. I feel like you guys were getting like good, clean looks. In the fourth quarter, that went away a little bit. What do you think changed in the fourth?
I wouldn't say it went away too much. I think we had a lot of like loose possessions where the ball was kind of bobbling around, and we're at our best when we're spaced properly, and I think our spacing got a little jacked up in the fourth. Everybody kind of tried to take their turn, but we were also kind of scrambling from behind, trying to make a comeback, and I think sometimes that tends to happen.
Coach, I think in the fourth quarter with slightly a bit more than a minute left, I know like Markquis took like what I thought wasn't the best shot. It didn't even hit rim. Was that sort of part of the plan, or did he have the green light to shoot? I was just wondering if you could speak to that.
I think that was a read he made, trying to get points in a hurry. I think probably he didn't think it was going to be as contested as it was. But yeah, it was an early shot trying to get points on the board.